Oh no, you just had unprotected sex. Maybe it was in the heat of the moment, maybe the condom broke, or maybe after a few drinks, safety wasn't exactly top of the mind. Whatever the reason, don't panic. I got you. Whatever happens next is crucial to protect your health. STIs, unexpected pregnancies, there's a lot to consider. But don't worry, I'll walk you through the risks, the myths, and most importantly, what you should do right now to stay safe. Also, real quick, join our YouTube club and get up to 75% off exclusive men's health products at edrugstore.com/Clarissa. Let's dive in. Before we talk about what to do next, let's be real. The situation isn't unique. In fact, nearly half of sexually active adults have had unprotected sex at some point, according to the CDC. There are a lot of reasons why this happens. Sometimes it's in the heat of the moment, when passion takes over and logic goes out the window. Other times, alcohol plays a role. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Sex Research found that alcohol impairs decision-making and increases the likelihood of risky sexual behavior. Some people avoid condoms because they believe they kill the mood, but research actually shows that condoms don't significantly impact sensation. The mental perception of decreased pleasure is often more influential than the actual physical experience. Many people also trust their partner and assume that if someone looks clean, they must be STI-free. But the truth is, most STIs don't have visible symptoms. And of course, there are situations where access to protection is an issue. If you don't have a condom on hand in the moment, you might be more willing to take the risk rather than hit pause. Does any of this sound familiar? You're not alone. But now let's talk about what's actually at stake when unprotected sex happens. The risks of unprotected sex go far beyond an unplanned pregnancy. Sexually transmitted infections are far more common than most people think. According to the World Health Organization, over 1 million STIs are acquired every single day worldwide. The CDC reports that 1 in 5 Americans have an STI at this very moment, and many of them don't even know it. Some infections like chlamydia and gonorrhea can remain asymptomatic for weeks or months, meaning a person could unknowingly pass them to a partner. Syphilis often starts with a tiny sore that disappears, but if left untreated, it can resurface years later with severe health consequences. Certain STIs can cause long-term damage if not treated properly. Chlamydia and gonorrhea can lead to infertility. Syphilis, if left unchecked, can spread to the brain and cause neurological issues. Herpes is lifelong and can flare up at any time. HPV is linked to cervical, throat, and other cancers. HIV remains a serious risk, especially for those who aren't on preventative treatments like PrEP. Pregnancy is another major concern. If that's on your mind, emergency contraception such as Plan B is most effective when taken within 72 hours, while Ella can work for up to 5 days. Long-term health risks also need to be considered. HPV has been linked to certain cancers, while hepatitis B and C can lead to severe liver damage. Untreated syphilis doesn't just go away, it can damage the heart and brain. Ignoring these risks won't make them go away, which is why taking action right now is so important. Okay, so you had unprotected sex. What now? Let's break it down step by step. The first step is simple. Wash up as soon as possible. Urinating and washing with soap and water won't prevent infections, but it can help reduce bacteria. If pregnancy is a concern, emergency contraception should be taken as soon as possible. Plan B is most effective within 72 hours, but it's been a little longer. Ella is another option that works up to 5 days later. STI testing is the next step, but it's important to get the timing right. Testing too soon might not give accurate results, so it's crucial to know when different infections will show up on a test. Chlamydia and gonorrhea can typically be detected within 5 to 7 days, but a follow-up test in 2 weeks is recommended. Syphilis takes longer to show up, so testing around 3 weeks is ideal. HIV tests can detect an infection as early as 4 weeks, but for complete accuracy, a follow-up test at 3 months is necessary. For those who want to take extra precautions, there's another option that can significantly reduce the risk of bacterial STIs. This is where Doxy PEP comes in. If you're at higher risk for bacterial STIs, this could be a game changer. So what is it? Doxy PEP? This stands for doxycycline post-exposure prophylaxis. It's an antibiotic that can prevent bacterial STIs, specifically chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis, when taken within 72 hours after unprotected sex. Doxy PEP works by attacking the bacteria before they can establish an infection. Studies have shown that taking 2 100 milligram doxycycline pills within 24 to 72 hours after exposure can reduce chlamydia and syphilis infections by up to 70%. It's important to note that Doxy PEP is not a replacement for condoms or regular STI testing, but it's a powerful backup plan for those who are at higher risk. If you want to learn more or see if it's right for you, you can get Doxy PEP at eDrugstore.com. All right, let's wrap this up. Unprotected sex happens. What really matters is what you do afterwards. Get tested at the right time, consider Doxy PEP if you're at risk, and take steps to protect yourself moving forward. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you want more expert-backed men's health advice, check our doctor for more information. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you next time.